Yep, and into Unmukt Chand's first ball. Pushed away to covers for another dot. Good start so far by Jagreet. IPL, possibly the biggest stage of T20 franchise cricket. And now here for the U.S.
6.
In the U.S. and a huge shot. Bit short there by Jagreet Raj and just pulled away. Out to long on one bounce and out the ground.
By one bounce, you mean it bounced on the concrete?
Yep.
15, 20 yards past the rope, then yes. So, Unmukt Chand, you absolutely called it. A big game player who has played in matches with 100 times the pressure that he's feeling right now. So
at any point, most likely today. Ooh! Oh, that's a bit unlucky there for Durval Green. The ball is running away towards the deep fine leg boundary. Oh, a bit sloppy. A deep fine leg. He tried to pull it in, kind of just pulled the ball with him, in fact. And that's really unfortunate for Durval Green. That ball shaped in and got a thick inside edge to Unmukt Chand. He didn't know that ball was not where he wanted to play that.
Certainly not. And I believe that was Captain Siddhesh Patare who was not able to catch up with that ball. And in fact, now you see some movement around. In fact, there was some thought about putting Laksh Parikh back in. Every single ball is going to be so important. Your field setting has to be on point. Good quick delivery and locked it through square leg for 4. So Unmukt Chand has come to the party. There, just talked about Patir, who certainly has played so much big games or big cricket over the course of his long career. At one time thought to be sort of the
and into Unmukt again. Comes down
appeal for a catch!
Huge appeal!
Not given.
Oh my goodness gracious me. I think the way Austin are celebrating that looked like a big deviation, but umpire unmoved.
Wow. There's certainly a question among the fielding side, Austin, as to whether or not that was a wicket. But again, we're not playing baseball, we're not playing anything but cricket, and what the umpire says is final. So there'll always be opportunities to go back and look at video, but when the umpire has to make that decision in real time, he goes with what he thinks is right. But in the moment, lovely shot. Look at this shot. One bounce for 4. Tremendous stroke. Now, I started saying, and in fact, I was speaking to both umpires between the innings. And one of the questions I asked was it more important to get every call right, or was it more important to manage the game effectively? They both said they wanted to manage the game effectively.
Back in and a beautiful shot here by Unmukt Chand, going over the dugout of his own team. What a shot by Unmukt Chand, showing why he is possibly the best batsman in this whole Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship.
Wow, using his feet to get to the pitch and absolutely blasting that ball. The first time it bounced, it almost hit the roof of the spectators, or at least the goodness.
He's raced to 30 off 16 balls. And in this next ball, beautiful shot once again. A little bit on the shorter side from Jagreet Raj, cut away in between point and cover point, and it runs away for another boundary. 34 off the first 17 balls here for Unmukt Chand. It seems like a replica of the innings Hamza Bangash played, except he's playing it with more class than anyone else has so far.
These are all proper cricket shots. Nothing in pushing the ball into the gaps for the single, so nothing too complicated about his approach. And this is hammered
straight down the ground. Beautiful batting comes. Knew the bowler would bowl a little bit fuller, considering he'd just been cut away. And then next ball comes down the pitch, hammers him straight past to the stumps for another boundary.
So Unmukt now 38 from 18. And yes, this, in terms of the numbers and the rate with which at which he's scoring.
And again, Johnny Sarr.
In the air, over the top of the fielder, backward point, flies away for 4. Unmukt Chand continues on the charge. He is now into the 40s. 42 from 21. or from 22 rather. Boy, he is looking like he's setting himself for a big one here.
He seems in the mood. Yes, in the first game, he did not.
Of course, Austin decelerated towards the end of their inning, so you can't really go by that. Oh, a drop catch in the air, catchable height, right to backward point. Oh, did Austin just drop the match? Oh my goodness, a big moment in this match. That was Jamar Hamilton.
Straight out.
Oh, cut right into his hands at backward point, not able to hold on. Please take that catch. Unmukt Chand gets a life.
And then next ball runs away for a
compounds
bound.
it by punching this next ball to mid-wicket for 4. So insult to injury. Oh my goodness, that's going to be a big moment in this game. 9 runs having been conceded from the over. I believe the score is 56 for 1. And at the end of the 6th over, power play up, 56 for 1 the score.
Single is a win for Silicon Valley. And in is Johnny Sar to Unmukt Chand. Plays it down in the vacant gully region. Well stopped by Lux, keeping it down to a single. And this has so far been a decent over in the context of the innings, only giving away 1 run. I do believe that is 50 for Unmukt Chand, coming off 29 deliveries.
Actual run rate is 8.42. Oh, cheeky late cut
beautiful.
there by Unmukt Chand. That's going to run away for 4. Oh, look at that piece of batsmanship. That is a beautiful, beautiful shot. Good old-fashioned late cut. Almost cut that ball out of the hands of Shan Jahangir. 4 more runs to the total. 77 for 1.
Down he comes,
Big
and
hit.
it's huge.
Oh, that goes all the way. Huge hit. 6.
By the spectators.
So 9-1 now the score with that big hit by Unmukt Chand. He moves on to 67.
That's the one thing that Austin did not want, possibly at this stage. To Unmukt once again. This time outside the off stump, and it's smashed away.
Wow.
Possibly a little bit too full, maybe aiming for a Yorker, and this ball flies away out towards the deep cover boundary.
It's too full, and also I think gave him a little bit too much width outside off stump. That's probably on a 6 stump line. And Laksh maybe got that one just a little too wide. Yep, looking at the replay, that was certainly a little too wide to do here.
Looks like he's running in cross seam.
In the air, man down there.
Oh!
Did he take that catch? No, he did not. I think that goes all the way for 6. It went for 4.
Looked like it was very, very catchable there.
It did look catchable, and almost like the fielder down there, Jagrat Raj, went at that ball with one hand. Jay Desai, I'm sorry. I wonder if he could potentially have gone with 2 hands and maybe showed a little bit more commitment to catching that ball. As it is, he concedes another boundary.
Unmukt Chand is just batting out of his skin today. Better than anything we've seen so far in the whole time he's been in the minor leagues. In the gun, down the ground, running away for a boundary. 2 full there from Nitish Kumar. He just got under it and lofted him over his head for 4.
First ball immediately puts Kumar under pressure. The run rate now required falls under 10. 9.96 is the required rate. Just need to keep it to somewhere the required rate around 10 and take it as deep as we can. And this is blasted straight over the top. Directly hits into the side screen for a massive 6 by Unmukt Chand. So he moves now into the 90s. Oh my goodness. And that win predictor seems to just be going a little bit more in favor of the Silicon Valley Strikers.
Remind our viewers, there's still almost 10 runs and over, still 67 runs.
Oh, cheeky.
Beats the slide of Hamza Khalid that should be running down towards the boundary, and it definitely does. That should have been stopped. Dove over the ball. Unlucky for Laksh. He definitely did
He certainly dove over the ball. Now it's to his left, his weaker side. So obviously he would have preferred that it be on the other side.
Give him a third over.
Wow.
Into Unmukt Chand. He comes in once again. Going
High
down
in
the ground.
the air.
Huge hit.
6 runs, and Unmukt Chand gets to his 100. Oh my
53
goodness.
deliveries.
53 deliveries. Unmukt Chand pumps a fist in rather sedate fashion because he knows the job is not done yet, but he also knows that he has his team marching toward what will be, I think, a victory at this stage. Does he not?
Still 56 and 6 over. This game is far from over, but Unmukt Chand has batted better than anyone else. It's coming down towards us, and it's 6 more straight over the bowler's head.
Wow.
The way he's batting, no one in the world can stop him.
Wow. Just planted the front foot and just went through the line. No tricks off the pitch. There's no movement, no turn, and absolutely just blasted right back down the wicket. Yep.
Not a single thing can he do wrong. Into him, outside off, fierce cut shot.
More.
Should be 4 more. And it definitely will be 4 more. This game is running away from Austin very, very quickly. And the way it's going, it seems like it will be a Silicon Valley Strikers versus Golden State Grizzlies semi-final. Unless Austin can pull off, I would at this point say, a miracle the way Unmukt Chand is batting. The crowd really getting into it now. Unmukt Chand blasted away through the covers, running away towards the boundary. It is going away for a boundary.
Wow.
And the crowd got silenced as soon as that ball was hit.
Just that quickly. And so
27.
Just that quickly. 9 runs from the over. 1 over remaining from your horse. And the options are running out for Austin here. 158 for 3, 27 more from 3. May we remind everyone, the person on strike has 121 runs against his name. Here is Green. Short ball, and it is hit all the way for 6. Oh my goodness. Boy, does that have a big impact on this game so far. 6 runs, sailing well over the top of the fence at deep square leg. And boy, that required rate now, in 1 stroke, that required rate fell from 12 to 9.
In again to Unmukt Chand.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, you have got to be kidding with the scoop shot. Oh!
Runs needed off the last over.
The last over. 8 runs needed. 1 last commercial break. We will be right back. 177 for 4.